Hi guys and welcome to another edition of the General Jerry channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about Raw today. All in all, I thought Raw itself was not all that great. There was some good things in it, but most of Raw itself was not all that fantastic. A lot of people want my take on Payback, on Roadblock. See, even I fucking even lost track of Roadblock. Honestly, I thought Roadblock sucked. I thought it was a disgrace, the fact that they actually made people pay money. They were saying, oh, it's free. No, it's not free. You have to pay money in the WWE Network, and I thought it was a disgrace. Same with the Brock Lesnar thing. So, what I did was, as soon as Raw went off air, I decided to do a poll, which I'm going to be bringing up for you guys right now. This poll is on Twitter that I did, and I asked the question, what did you guys think of tonight's Raw? A lot of you did discuss it, and the poll should be coming up right now. So, 28% of the votes went to thumbs up, a massive 44% was the thumbs down, 12% was the thumbs middle, and 16% they didn't watch it. So, all in all, you guys seem to not have liked Raw last night. I'm gonna do more of these polls. It seemed quite successful when I posted on Twitter. The poll is still going. There's another 5 hours left. It's on my Twitter. My Twitter now, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, 1,394 followers. Thank you so much for following me and shit like that, so thank you so much. But anyway, guys, let us get into your Raw review. This comes courtesy of Bleacher Report. WWE Raw results, winners, grades, and reaction. The New Day versus the League of Nations was the first match. The New Day defeated the League of Nations. All in all, it was a good match, but I thought that this was a terrible opening for Raw. A lot of us weren't particularly invested in this fucking thing, and I didn't particularly like it. Like I said, it was an okay match, but it was just like, I just think the New Day have just ran its course. They're trying to make them baby faces, and I can understand that, but like this whole, like, I don't particularly laugh at it. I don't particularly find it funny, to be honest with you. Maybe it's a younger generation thing, I don't know. Some people, like, that are around about 18 or lower, whatever, they seem to maybe like it, but personally for me, it's not my type of deal. Actually, fun fact, the first hour Raw me and WJ watched, we were off air on this off air hangout, and we were watching it and shit like that, and WJ was just saying, it's not a good start there, but yeah, all in all, not particularly a good opening. Dean Ambrose is ready to brawl with Brock Lesnar as well. That segment was next, and it was an okay promo. It was okay. He said if Brock Lesnar comes out to that ring, you will not make it to WrestleMania. When Paul Heyman came out, by the way, Lesnar stalked to the ring against the advice of Heyman and circled it like a hyena waiting to pounce on his prey. A defiant Ambrose taunted Lesnar, who charged in the ring only to retreat when Ambrose showed no fear and jumped him. They stirred each other down to end the segment. So obviously this is the build up their match. It looks like they're finally going to be building it. Sin Cara versus Ryback. The match itself was actually good, but I just think that the crowd didn't give a shit. A lot of people were chanting Angle. The crowd were dead during this match. The reason being is because obviously it was after the Lesnar segment, and also a lot of them, the first match, the New Day match, went on for nearly half an hour. Which was a little bit too long, to be honest with you. I felt that start match went on a little bit too long, and I think maybe the crowd was a little bit dead by then. Triple H did a promo. I didn't particularly like his promo at the start. He was talking about, like, saying, oh, fans, or they go to work and their family hates them or whatever. I understand that, but it's just like, what's this got to do with wrestling? I understand what he's trying to get at, but it's a bit ridiculous. Dolph Ziggler then stands up against the Authority, and then a match was made to go forward. Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, apparently Dolph Ziggler was indeed nearly got fired over posting a tweet or some shit. Apparently he was actually legitimately pissed off, and the rumor is this is why they're actually doing this. Unfortunately though, he's going to miss WrestleMania. And we'll get into that in a second. Sami Zayn versus The Miz. Not all that great, to be honest with you. Sami Zayn defeated The Miz as well. All in all, I wasn't really too invested in it, to be honest. Brie Bella versus Alicia Fox versus Naomi. And then we're seeing a decline in the matches here. Not very good. Naomi and Tamina defeated Brie Bella and Alicia Fox. Not all that great, to be honest with you, at all. You're going to see a little bit of a pattern here. Because the middle of Raw and the start of Raw was just, The Usos versus the Social Outcasts. The Usos defeated the Dudley Boys. Basically, yeah, I think it was changed. The Dudley Boys sat on commentary, keeping the feud with the Usos alive. No matter how many times Bubba tried to interfere, he did not matter. Bo Dallas and Adam Rose, two former NXT stars, destined for great things, have declined so far into the role as jobbers, which they could not capitalize. The Usos delivered the Super Fly Splash to secure the pinfall victory, while the rivals hightailed it up the ramp. The Usos defeated the Dudley Boys. I don't know why. It was the Usos versus Social Outcasts. I don't know why they have the Dudley Boys there. But all in all, not all accurate. Non-title match, Dolph versus Triple H. This was actually a good match. I have to say, this was probably the best match on the card, obviously. And it was honestly, I felt it was good. But the thing is that Dolph Ziggler now will not be at WrestleMania, which is a little bit shocking to me. Triple H defeated Dolph Ziggler. The fight moved back. Right, so we'll get into the match itself. I thought the match was absolutely great. Thought Ziggler did pretty well. At the start of the match, it started off pretty slow at the start, which I had concerns about, but later on in the match, it did build up, and I thought it was a great match. The Roman Reigns situation, Roman coming to the ring, he beats the shit out of Triple H. There was a bit of blood there. I actually thought it was pretty good. A lot of people are mixed on this. I thought that it was good for the most part, but like I said, I think it's just in the back of people's minds. They want to see Ambrose there and not Roman. I think people are more invested in Dean than they are Roman. Now, honestly, like a lot of people say to me, Jerry, you always say that you like Roman Reigns, what's your take on him now? Do you hate him? I actually do like Roman Reigns. I prefer him over John Cena, and I know people are going to like, but we can't wait for John Cena to come back and shit like that. I'd rather Roman there than John Cena, because Roman is like someone who I can kind of get behind. Well, John Cena, I can't. There's been never a match where I've actually got behind him to win a match. It's kind of like that, who do you want to win, really? I just think that Dino, out of the two of them, is definitely more, like, people prefer him, if that makes sense. But yeah, Triple H defeated Dolph Ziggler. Neville versus Chris Jericho. It was incomplete. Apparently Neville was injured. People are saying that Neville was injured. I don't know. I think they may have to rush the match, because there was like 10 minutes left of the show, and they did go over a lot on the show, and I think maybe that's why they did it. You can't really grade it because the injury to Neville cut the match short. People are saying that he's legitimately injured. At the start, I thought maybe they cut short because it was like 5 minutes till like the end of Raw, or 10 minutes. But if he was legitimately injured, I completely understand. The Undertaker confronts the McMahons. I don't know about this segment. Shane McMahon was so out of his element when it comes to the live promos. Each week he has had the opportunity to talk in the mic, and it appears nervous. Perhaps it has to do with scripted nature of the show or legitimate jitters from not doing it for so long, which is a possibility. not his work on the stick has been ugly. He hasn't been really bad, like, but not as ugly as creative team behind the storyline. Undertaker insists he is not a puppet for Vince, blah 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 blah. Then Taker chokeslams Shane, he then goes for McMahon. McMahon runs away, and Undertaker ends the show. The entire thing feels forced and unnatural. The result has probably been an awesome WrestleMania match, but it will have to overcome some of the worst and most flawed storytelling in recent memory to get there. I have to admit, I think the storyline for this is starting to be like, I really want Shane to win because I think he will be good for the company if he takes over Raw, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It just, I really want to like this storyline, but it's just kind of like, You understand what I mean? I think I think the Taker Shame segment wasn't all that great. People were waiting a lot for it. I did think that they what I personally think is that they should have done this at the start of the show. Honestly, I think they should have done this at the start of the show, get people invested, or do the Triple H Dean Ambrose thing. No, should I say the Triple H Dolph Ziggler thing? And because the middle of Raw was just garbage. The middle again, absolutely garbage. All in all, I'm going to give Raw a 4 out of 10. Yes, we've seen a great match and a good segment with Roman Reigns, but all in all, very below average. Show. I didn't particularly like it. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.